Hello everyone, PlaytHough here, and welcome to a new side project in, well, Yoshi's Story. I was going to do a little movement here just to be safe. Yoshi's Story is an N64 game that I have a fondness of. I'm not a seasoned veteran of the game, and I never played my eyes out with it, but whenever I did play it at a friend's house, we usually took turns just playing the utter crud out of this game. And then, fast forward a couple of years, he gave me his copy to borrow because he noticed I liked it so much. And I lost contact with that friend after that point forward, so I have a copy of Yoshi's Story that isn't mine. I guess it's mine now. Anyway, story time aside. So Yoshi's Story is kind of like a sequel to Yoshi's Island, but it does things different enough where it's not stapled to the same groundwork. I guess a lot of the stuff that's going to be in this game you'll recognize almost immediately in like future Yoshi games, oddly enough. But then in future Yoshi games they dialed it back to, well wait, we should keep the Yoshi's Island formula, but we should use some of this new stuff. Anyway. Now, I'm just going to go through story mode, and I'm going to fluff it up, and I'm going to mess it up constantly. Because I haven't played this game forever. But I will tell you that the story's progression will vary based upon what path you take. Now you might say, but what path you take? What does that mean? Also, that's a large world. The game's a little different in that... how do I want to put it? The game's a little different in that because it is all a storybook, it's treated kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure story. Also, I don't know if I'll edit it in the future, but the basic story of Yoshi's story is that... oh, wait. Lucky fruit is bananas. But I'm not going to go for bananas. I'm actually going to attempt to go through... I'm just going to try and do a mostly melon run. In that I'll play through the level as much as possible to get melons. That'll become more apparent as time goes on. Story time, anyway. Well, I pick my Yoshi. The entire world of... this entire world... let's see. So... oh god, I gotta like remember the controls. Awesome. Okay, I went the wrong way. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 5 things at once. So the entirety of Yoshi's story is that, or the entire story of Yoshi's story is that Baby Bowser has stolen the Super Happy Tree, which is like Yoshi's lifeblood, effectively. Oh god, everything is super floaty. I don't remember it being like this. But yeah, Baby Bowser stole the Super Happy Tree, which the Super Happy Tree is kind of what makes the Yoshis tick. And we're on the quest, and because of that, like all the adult Yoshis have gone into complete catatonic state. They're unresponsive. So it's up to the baby Yoshis to go and save the day. Trust me, the story, you should try and make the sense of the story. Anyway, before we get too much further, basic controls. I also need to get a very open field to show off most of these controls. So A is jump. You also get a flutter jump, which you can reactivate, and if you have proper timing for it, you can just kind of fly forever. I won't try and abuse that, but I'm also in bad timing. B gives you a tongue. Now you can kind of just tongue in like almost every direction. Up, down, and all around. You can just go every direction. Even in midair. And you kind of have like rotational axis on your tongue, so like if you miss it on the angle, you can kind of swing up and try and catch it. So I'm playing this with Pro Controller, so this is going to be a little different. This is on the Wii U, but you hold Z. Hey, that's Z. Hold Z, move this around. You have free control of your aiming reticle. Now I believe I hit B, I can let go. But basically, wherever you have that, that's where your egg's going to explode. So I can put it right in front of me. I can also have it hit 5 miles away. Down in the air is a ground pound. I'm going to check something quick. No, you can aim in midair. And for completion's sake of the game, you are trying to collect fruits. Now, if you're just trying to blaze through the game, grab a fruit. Just grab any fruit. That's how you finish the level. But for what we're doing, we need to get these melons. Also, I'm going to mess around with this stuff on the D-pad just to make things a little more clear. See, D-pad, you can adjust how close or how far this fruit trail is. I like to keep it a little further out as far as possible. Anyway, now I should probably discuss life. Or rather, egg making, I guess. It is partial to life. Take your fruit. So how life works in this game is that you have 8 hearts, which is indicated by each petal on the sunflower in the corner. When you get full hearts, your eggs have a much larger explosion radius. I don't think you flutter higher. I couldn't tell you if you do. Also, yeah, there we go. But there's also like so many little characteristics in this game that... Oh, I didn't talk about this, by the way. Right here. So there's other little characteristics. By hitting the right bumper... Actually, I wonder if the right trigger does it. Nope, right trigger is the options menu. Surprise, you can see I'm playing on the Wii U. Right bumper pulls up this like sniff mode. If Yoshi sniffs something... If Yoshi will sniff something, he'll do this, and if you get closer to it, when he yells, pound down, you'll get something special. And that's what probably will be a lot of levels, is I'm just going to be doing this a lot, where I'm just going to be running around like this occasionally, seeing if Yoshi catches something, and whatnot. Anyway, Miss Warp. Only appearance. Miss Warp allows you to warp to various sections of a stage. If you know where melons are that you may have missed, Miss Warp is your guide. Anyway, Mr. LaFont. Basically, this guy sucks, but if you try and go downwards, he'll block your path. If you try and go upwards, he'll block your path. How do you stop Mr. LaFont? Knock him off his feet. And unfortunately, you can't, like, eat him or hit him with an... I'll try it, but... Yeah, nothing happens with him. This way? No, I went too far. Nice. And for the most part, that's kind of the things of the game. So, not... Oh! I need to pause here. So, throughout the... By the way, I could talk about this. So, throughout your journey, if you happen to eat 6 of the same fruit in a row, you get a super happy heart. This is your effective invincibility. It also gives you infinite eggs. Also, the mood does kind of affect your adventure progress in a way, if that makes any sense. I'll try to explain it in comments if I can. I can't go over them. Oh, that's a unique thing. Oh, that was just a fluke. Oh, wait, before I go forward. Wait, get closer. So, the ground pounding did there, I didn't know what happened, but ground pounding, if there's an enemy on screen that is not integral to completion's sake, so to say. Okay, I'm just trying to do things, okay, man? Make sure there's nothing over here. There's not. And I don't know this game inside and out. Like, I haven't played this game in forever, so I'm going to kind of just be doing things for the sake of doing them. Now, let's see. What's this one? Oh! Melon races. Okay. There's just so much stuff I gotta, like, think of to try and say and do and whatnot that I'm kind of, like, losing track. So, anyway. Now, before I go any further, I want to, like, clear myself a path before I go through with this melon race. Because I'm probably going to be so focused on that melon race. I'm going to be so focused on that melon race that I'm not going to... Go away, balloons. Or bubbles, I guess. I'm going to be very focused on that race. Whoa. Hey, you ruined me. Now, this might be this might also be a case of, anything up here? No, there's not. Sorry, I'm like trying to go 5 million directions at once with my brain. Up here, just so I get this. Bump the rest out of the way. Okay, so a lot of the stuff that for the melon race isn't gonna come into effect quite yet. So, a lot of the egg making process that you're seeing me do here, that's automatic. If I ever swallow up a Shy Guy and I pop out an egg, I'm not hitting down or anything, that's just automatic. Down is really just to do little things like help you move into the foreground here, but let's do a melon race. So the whole point of this race is you're trying to move super fast. And I don't know what that, I think that rumble is the gamepad rumbling, by the way. But you're trying to reach the goal as fast as possible. The better you do, and get closer to the goal, the more melons you will receive! Hello, Yoshi. Now, I think there is like a, I think there is kind of an outline in every level. Oh god, here we go again. There is kind of like an outline in every level. Okay, we need to go back now. There is kind of like a... I don't know if it is like any kind of special thing, but there is something in every level about how Miss Warp again. I'll explain how Miss Warp works in just a minute here, but I'm not sure if there's anything in specific that like dictates where it is, but it's like in every level there is, if you have a super happy heart, there is something that always spells out Yoshi. And I have no idea if okay, you know what? Get out of my way. I have no idea if there is something that you especially get from collecting all of those letters. Alright, I think I've gone through all this area, so let's go back. Yeah, but I don't know... Oh gosh, it went back in the bubble. But there is some... I don't know if there is something special that you get for doing all... if you collect all those letters when you go through a level or whatnot. Although I will... Although some other... Okay. That was different. Sorry, I got caught off guard. Apparently, right thumbstick is also bound to the Z button. Anyway, Miss Warp, how it works. So we have two of them active. Basically, stand in Miss Warp and jump. And Miss Warp will take you to the other Miss Warp or Miss Warps you know about in the level. There are 4 total, so... What happens if you get the 4th? Well, something a little interesting happens, but I get to explain that later. Also, what are you gonna say? I'm actually curious. Okay, and your pipes of the game. I feel like this whole first level, this whole first video is just gonna be me explaining how the game works. But regardless, it's Poochie. Regardless, the game is kind of incredibly linear. Also, I can hit something to save my life. I hit it and then I missed. Follow Poochie. Poochie will help you guide you to some extremely good goodies. Oh, like this. To open other courses on the next page. Okay, so, okay. See, I never knew that when I played it. Okay, I gotta go back, Poochie. Hey, a melon. So I will say it is 30 fruits per level. It is 30 fruit. Oh wait, hold on, what? It is 30 fruits per level. Yeah, there is 30 fruits per level that you will be gathering while playing. Okay, let's go back and fight Poochie. You do have to gather 30 fruits per level in order to access secret information, secret info, and whatnot. Hold on, go back. I love this game so much. It has so much little character in it. Kind of like with that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back on the path less traveled here for a second. Run, Shy Guys, run. Oh god! Okay. Sorry, I don't trust Poochie. Anyway, something that I didn't mention yet is just weird little flavor things in this game. Like, if there's an enemy nearby, if Yoshi's burning too much, he'll growl at enemies. Also, I don't want to eat those bananas, so... But yeah, if you ground pound near an enemy, if you go near Shy Guy mainly, some other variations do happen. They'll change color for some reason. And if you defeat Shy Guys in a certain order, if you do defeat all Shy Guys in a certain order, they or yeah, defeat them in a certain order, or you keep eating the same ones, they give you hearts back as well, which allows me to finally get into the White Shy Guy... What was he? Okay, he might be a secret, but he won't reveal until you got him out of here. Well, where's the White Shy Guy? Well, we haven't seen him yet, but we'll see him at some point. Awesome. And there's that. Sorry, I feel like I'm just kind of like... I feel like I'm kind of in a craze and a maze. Also, this just kind of go to waste, but... We're up to 24. The thing I mean to say, and I keep forgetting to say, oh, I popped out another super happy heart. Anyway, Miss Warp number 3. This becomes a weird game in that you're trying to balance out the whole... That you are trying to balance out all of the what can I eat, what can't I eat, I have to be careful how I eat stuff kind of thing going on here. Especially if you're going for all I thought that was Shy Guy. All melons. Anyway, the heart gathering and the heart reclamation thing. Eating a Shy Guy gets you a heart. If you keep eating the same Shy Guy, you kind of build up a combo and you start getting more hearts. Eating fruits is the fastest way to gather hearts. Now, I might put up a chart if I can remember to find it, but each Yoshi has a specific fruit that they like. Each of the 6 you saw there has specific fruit that they like the most. Some of them even share that fruit. The favorite fruit you select at the start, which for us is bananas, if you eat a banana, it is a full health recovery, regardless of which Yoshi you're using. If you eat that Yoshi's preferred fruit, it is 3 hearts. If you eat any other fruit, I think it's 1 or 2 hearts. The favorite fruit counts for a full 8. Things like this butterfly count for a full 8. There's so much stuff involved here. Come here. Right there. Oh, Poochie, I'm coming. Is your claims true? There we go. And pop this. Oh, God. Grab all these. Oh, God. There's some tight maneuvering here. I think that's that. Yeah, I don't know if that's like the same for every stage. Which way did Poochie go? Down. Poochie went down. Thanks. Now, I'm going to try to do my best to like get 100% in this game, or Wall of Melons, but I will goof at times. So there will be times where I'm just going to have to like toss in a towel and say, I missed it. It's right here. Okay, you know what? You can have that. No, you're cut. Anyway, try this again. Also, Poochie does help because he does point out where certain things are. Also, blocks the break. And another one of these. Now, I will say, while going for all these melons, there will be times where I'm just going to be like this. Where I'm just going to, like, going in. But if I know I miss a melon, I won't, like, double back, really. Oh, it's right here at the top, huh? Go back and sniff it out. This is probably what a lot of the videos are going to look like for a while. It's just going to be me sniffing out things, unfortunately, because I don't know where everything is. Okay, you know what? You can have it. But it's going to be me doing a bunch of this constantly, trying to find all the melons, because this is really like the best way to find every melon. And even then the game throws doozies. So I'm familiar with the game. I would like to say that I am familiar with Yoshi's Story, but I've never really done like a full melon thing. To be honest, almost every other time I play Yoshi's Story, I'm always like trying to get excuse me. I'm always trying to... Oh. I found that melon. Whenever I'm playing Yoshi's Story, I'm always trying to find... Okay, so it's right here, and that's last Miss Warp. So, whenever I play this game, I always try and like just eat the first fruits I see, so I don't have to mess around with the stage anymore. But this is a unique experience where I'll be trying to get all the melons. Now, if you ever hit a point where you get to last Miss Warp, that usually means it's the end of the stage. And if I miss the last melon that much, I'm not going to fret over it. Yeah, if I miss the last melon just because of something I'm doing or something I'm not paying attention to, like, I'll try and make it an honest attempt to go back and get them. But I'm not going to, like, fret it. Like, I'm pretty sure I've gotten almost every melon in this area. I'm sorry. Oh, was this where that's where that box was, yeah. And unfortunately, there's no like actual tells that say, hey, here's where something is. Yeah, there's like nothing that's like an actual tell on where something is. So like you can't just like, oh, I'm just gonna go here and find this. Also, I'm just going along the top because Poochie didn't let us go along top. Okay. But just to show it off, so what happens at the end of a stage if you find the last Miss Warp and you feel like you've done enough work and you've gotten enough, and you feel like you've gotten enough of all the stuff you want? Well, let me just get back there. So you get to the end of the stage like, oh, I missed a bunch of fruit, or I want to retry finding some fruit. Isn't it just a thing to ground pound? For a platform. Also, I'm being very paranoid because I would love to show off all melons, but I might just take a minute to look for it. Alright, I took a crack at it. That's... we got nothing else for melons, so I'm just going to finish off with this. Which sucks, because I definitely would have gotten a same fruit bonus, a bigger same fruit bonus if I had made it all melons, but bygones be bygones. So that heart in the background will change to other things if you eat specific fruits. If you... what is it? I'm trying to think of how it works. If you eat all of the same fruit for the whole level, and I think there's like 30 of almost every fruit, if not more, except for melons. There are exactly 30 melons in every level. Anyway, that aside, if you eat 30 of the same type of fruit, instead of a heart, it'll be a drawing of the fruit you gathered all 30 of. And you can kind of see what the pacing of this game is going to be from here, in that we are going through pages of a book. You also saw, excuse me, you also definitely saw anyway, hold on, sorry first. And so the adventure began. The Yoshi set out to find the super happy tree. Poochie the dog helped out. Not even the elephant could stop the Yoshis. So far, so good. If they could stay happy, the tree would be saved. The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. Except for Frank. Frank still had a sour mood, but he was happy, but he was sour. Oh, I'm sour. So, page 2, the cavern. And I could mix things up and go through each individual level in this playthrough, but the whole plan of this playthrough is to tackle things one at a time, because the whole draw of it is a choose your own adventure. If you want to play the game as yourself, you're more than welcome to. Just go ahead and pick whatever adventure you want. But that's going to be it for me today. I'll discuss more things about how the game works and everything, and more like lives and whatnot in the next episode. But I'll see you next time for the Bone Dragon Pit. You folks have a great rest of your day, and take care.